Hey everybody, this is Gunhead70, and today I am doing a review of the 1/144 scale high grade Gundam Age farsia. I say farsia, that's how it's spelled. Some might say farsia, but I'm calling it farsia, so deal with it. Anyway, bought this kit a few months ago. It popped up in one of the hobby shops where I live, so I decided to pick it up. I don't buy all my kits from hobby shops, but it just seems that when I'm in the mood to buy and I stop in one of the stores, they've got something that I like, and so I pick it up. I do also order from Hobby Link Japan and other places, but I kind of stopped doing unboxing, or not unboxing videos, but I've got like packages, or I think I've been calling them mail hauls and stuff like that, so I don't do those anymore. I don't know, it didn't seem real interesting to me. So but anyway, on with the model. I really like this model, I'll say that right off the bat. I really like the design. I actually like the design of all of the I haven't seen the series, so what do they call them, UE? All of the UE enemy mobile suits. For some reason, the designs of them just look really cool. It's almost like they try to make them look more humanoid rather than, you know, bulky, squared off machines. But anyway, that's just my personal take. We will bring it in closer. Articulation is pretty decent. It's a female mobile suit. If you've built any of the other female mobile suits that there are, which there are very few, I think there's Nobel Gundam and the Archer, I believe. Those are the only ones I can think of. I don't think there are any other mobile suits. Please correct me if I'm wrong. But like all of those mobile suits, there are very few to no polycaps in this kit. It's been a month and a half since I built it, so I can't remember if I used any polycaps, but I think it's mostly ABS joints. But anyway, we'll get on to the articulation right now. So first off, the head will go up and down. It'll turn right and left. It will spin around, but the backpack, as you can see, is really going to limit that. Arms will rotate. They will go all the way around, but obviously this little wing back here is going to get in the way. Rotates underneath the shoulder, so you get some nice joint movement. Most of the UE kits, the Gundam Age enemy kits, have that kind of motion. They always move really, really nice. That's what I like about them so much. The elbow is not double jointed, it's a single joint, but you do get a decent bend. And then you've got the wrist, moves around. Obviously the same hands that we've been seeing on these kits, and it's got the Vulcan located on the inside. The torso moves side to side. It will do a complete rotation all the way around. No real point in doing it. Forward and back movement is pretty good. I believe it's a single joint that's in there, and for a single joint there's a lot of torso movement, so you can pull off some decent poses regarding the torso. The front skirts, what there are of them, if you can see in there, it's just a little like pocket for a ball joint, and so they don't move up very far, and they do come off pretty easy. So it's the only thing on the kit you really have to watch out for. So they'll pop out, and then you'll need to check the floor and all that. And obviously the legs are the other problem with the kit. It would have been better if they had used a peg and used a polycap in there, but like I said, since it doesn't have many polycaps in the kit, that's what they kind of did. So legs will move backwards really far, frontwards until that front skirt gets in the way, and that's about as far as you're going to get. Knees double jointed, so they will go back pretty far. And with the feet, you go backward a little bit, forward just a little bit, get some side to side action there. Feet don't move around a lot, but I don't think that you're going to be getting too many dramatic poses with this kit, and you really won't need to, and that comes later. So that's it for articulation on the limbs, I believe. The backpack does move up and down a tad, and it'll rotate a little bit depending on what you want to do. These back wings don't move at all. They're set in place. They don't pivot or move around. Now, as for weapons, the tail here pops out and connects right there, and most of the UE suits have something similar to this, some type of sword. I actually think it's alright, but I prefer it remaining on the tail. It actually probably, in my own opinion, would have been better just to leave that as a tail and then give her a beam saber. But that's my own personal opinion. Now, the reason why I bought this kit was because I knew that once I saw the base that comes with it, I knew I wanted it, and I knew that she was just going to be sitting on that base, and that was going to be it. And probably once I paint it, it'll never leave the base. So there is the base. And let's see, push that back a little bit. Actually, I'll pick up the camera. So that's the base, and I think that is absolutely a wonderful looking base. They've done this before, obviously, this type of setup. High New Gundam, I believe, has got something similar where you use the clear rods to have the funnels coming off, but it's just the whole base. It's almost like a, like a flower type of deal. Now, the funnels are positioned on the clear rods, and they're positioned around the base, and there's 3 holes in the main top part of the base, and then the bottom part of the base, I believe, let me get rid of this real quick. The bottom part of the base has 6 holes in there, so there's plenty of places for you to stick. Whoops, got off camera there. There's 6 holes in the bottom. It's kind of hard to see because it's clear, but you can see the holes. So there's 6 holes in there. So there's plenty of places for you to stick the clear rods with the little flower funnels on them. So that shouldn't be too big of an issue. I think that even if you don't paint it, whoops, lost a flower. The base has a lot of very nice detail. So it's not something that you have to paint. It probably would look nicer if you did and did some detail to it, but you don't have to. And I'll deal with that funnel later. It does come with a few extra accessories, and that's the hands, which mount to the bottom of the base. And I just thought that was slick. So these are the closed fist hands, and they mount to the bottom of the base, so you don't have to worry about losing them. Now that other little piece there, and I'm not going to take it out because it's a pain in the butt to get out, that other little triangle piece there goes on the bottom of the base to cover up the hole. So if you want to use an action base, you would plug the action base in the bottom of the Gundam or mobile suit, and then her feet, stand up, her feet plug into those two little pegs right there on the base, and then you can do an aerial pose with her. Unfortunately, I don't have any action bases at hand for me to use to do an aerial pose, so I won't. Maybe I'll do one of my little movies later on after I paint the kit, and I'll have an action base then. I'm going to have to order some action base 2s from Hobby Link Japan, or maybe Gundam Storm or something like that. Shameless plug. But, so anyway, so I'll put her back on her pedestal. Put that flower back in there. I do need to go back and rebend a lot of these. I bent them, and then over time they bent back. I didn't use any heat or anything like that, which is why that they kind of went back to their former position. So let me try and get the camera set back up here. Put that there, and to mount her to the base. Oh, this is going to be tricky. Let's see. Oh, there she went. And so there you go. And there she is. And she looks really nice. And I really like the kit. I like the detail in it. I think it's very, very good. Not a lot of different colors. The main colors are just pink, a light lavender, and then a darker pink. But that's okay, because you're gonna need to do some painting on it to make it look really, really good. If you look at the box art's got a picture of a really professionally painted one that looks awesome. So wow, this video is really, really long. So that's it, and we'll see you next time.